Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. I wonder what Tomioka's problem is. Probably guilt or something? I don't know. But I do know that he pieced out and was just like, yeah, I ain't doing it. I'm going to brood. You want to talk about it? No. When I was a child. See? Every time, dude. I don't know if that's how it's going to go, but that's usually how it does go. Anywho. The water Hashira, Giyu, Tomioka's pain. Let's see what kind of pain this dude's holding on to. And let's just dive on in. Here we go. Jesus, buddy.
こう引き払いましょう。準備はできています。違うのです。行きましょう。鬼殺隊の本拠地、産屋敷邸へ。
And we didn't get a chance to watch this in the first one. Not a bad intro.
It's okay. 本気強く話をしてやってくれないか。
はい。
I mean, without question.
おにぎりを用意しました。炭治郎さんとその方の分です。
すみません。義勇さん。これです。じゃあ入ります。
Damn it.
入ります。いや、帰りますだな。聞き間違いだ。
Gotcha.
近い。
俺、あと7日で復帰許可が出るから稽古つけてもらっていいですか？
I feel the same way. I'd be
つけない
like, why are you sitting so
どう
fucking
してです
close
か？
to me?
何怒ってるんですか？
お前が水の呼吸を極めなかったことを怒っ水柱にならなければならない。俺は水柱じゃない。
おにぎり持ってきたんですけど、ここに置いておきますね。義勇さん、おはようございます。義勇さん、どうしましたか？義勇さん、義勇さん、どうしましたか？義勇さん、義勇さん、義勇さん、義勇さん。
I'm sorry, but I right here, I would literally just be like, I would literally turn around and say, if you do not leave right now, there will be a stump where your head used to be.
Get out of here, you nosy little pervert. I'm gonna slap you silly. You said be persistent. You're being obnoxious.
What?
これは一生続くのだろうか。
He might.
話やめてくれるのだろうか。
He might.
俺は最終選別を突破してない。鬼に身内を殺された少年サビトという獅子色の髪の少年と共に選別を受けた。
Oh.
別に受かった。俺は最初に襲いかかってきた鬼けてくれた。
水の呼吸、死の型、打ち潮。
And he was never seen again.
気がついた時には選別が終わっていた。生き延びて選別に受かったが、一体の鬼も倒さず助けられただけの人間が果たして選別に通ったと言えるのだろうか。もう俺に構うな。時間の無駄だ。
That's untrue.
サビト、さぎり山で俺に稽古をつけてくれた少年。不思議な体験だった。もう死んでしまっていたはずの彼らが来ていたらすごい剣士になっていただろうな。
The good ones die young.
それもあって義勇さんは
That's
自
true.
分が死んでいたらよかったと何も知らない俺がとやかく言えることじゃない。だけどどうしても一つだけ聞きたいことがある。サビトから託されたものを繋いでいかないんですか？
サビト。
勝ったなんて二度と言うなよ。お前とはそれまでだ。友達を辞める。翌日に祝言を挙げるはずだったお前の姉も、そんなことは承知の上で鬼からお前を隠して守っている。お前の姉を冒涜するな。
なぜ忘れていた？思い出したくなかった。
Yeah.
涙が止まらなくなるから。
無理ともしなくなったぞ。
Oh, damn it.
どうしよう。ひどいこと言っちゃったかな。仕掛けてしまったのかな。
No.
そうだ。早食い勝負をするのはどうだろ 勝負で俺が勝ったら元気出して稽古しませんか降りてないから手合わせ的なことできないし、
Tanjiro.
義勇さん寡黙だけど早食いなら喋る必要ないし、明暗だな。
Tanjiro.
炭治郎、遅れてしまったが。
ざるそば早食い勝負しませんか。
なんで？
What an idiot.
Apparently
稽
he
古
was
について
cool
なん
with
だ
it.
が、
I was wondering why I didn't mention her whenever they were talking about all the training regiments.
私の姉かなえを殺した鬼について話したいと思います。の殺し方について話しておきましょう。
Oh no, don't tell me it's the demon who's coming to help them.
I hope not.
I hope not.
I don't think she ever mentioned killing anybody that I know of.
I don't know.
His voice sounds kind of familiar. It's Hyde! I knew it sounded familiar.
Okay. That's pretty awesome.
He puts that like inflection on his speaking that I can pick out from like a lot of other Japanese singers.
義勇さんの羽織、その半分はもちろんサビトの形見、そしてもう半分は鬼に殺された姉のつた子さんの形見なんだ。
今でも食べに行くか。
いいんですか。
競争はなしだ。
お供します。
Okay.
This is a pretty good episode.
Yeah, it was.
I was worried in like the first 1/4 of it. Like I was like, it seems like it's gonna be kind of slow, but I ended up for the most part being pretty down for it.
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing was you know.
You were right that he was gonna be like when I was a child, but like it was interesting how they tied in a character that we know of that we haven't heard about in quite some time.
Yeah, with Sabito, which
Into his story.
acceptance of what happened. I think he had in his mind had thought he'd accepted what happened, but he didn't accept the responsibility of fully what Sabito gave up. Sabito gave his life for his friend because he felt that his friend was worth dying for. That's something that is just that means a lot to a lot of
Also,
people.
I like that they forwent the anime trope of like the frustrating like argument. He didn't have to go on like arguing with him over and over again. Instead, they turned it into a kind of comedic thing where it's like he was just kind of not talking with him and not telling him what the problem was. So he was just kind of bugging the crap out of him, like, hey, until he'd finally talk to him, you know?
Yeah.
And then once he finally told his quick story, like, it didn't take Tanjiro more than a second to come up with what to say that snapped him out of it finally. So, you know, I talked about the ReZero episode recently, how I was like, it's kind of frustrating how it's just them going back and forth over and over again, arguing the same points back and forth until somebody finally decides to change tactics at the end in some way that resolves it.
Thankfully, yeah. I mean, that's it. Foregoing a lot of the back and forth, like you're talking about, I think like you said, it's an anime trope, and I'm really hoping that anime learns and eventually just stops doing that.
I mean,
And
this is still a tropey show, like.
to an extent, yes, but I think they find new ways to do it that doesn't feel like entrapping.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's.
He's using the trope of like everybody has a tragic backstory, basically, but he's trying to vary them up in ways that don't make it boring to hear each one of them. And that was probably one of my favorite backstory moments so far, just because of how he tied it into that, you know, old character from like the first season.
Anything this show does, I'm in for, man, because they just know how to do, like, once again, animation's good, story so far has been great, characters, I can't really find a negative to this show that's like outstanding, outside of a couple of things here and there in terms of like their, like you said, tropes.
I will say the one downside is that like literally everyone has a loved one that's been killed by a demon in the past. Just a slightly different idea than just my close loved one was killed by a demon when I was a kid.
Or it could be, you know, a pretty epic one could be like, I witnessed my father fight a demon and kill him after he burned our village down. And once I learned of this, my father taught me the ways of like demon slayers, and that's how I became involved. Because you need a reason and a way for them to be involved. You need a way for them to be in on knowing what demons are and everything. And I think the best
when
way
you have
about
kind
that
of a
is,
simple good versus evil plot, you leave yourself less like openings to really pull people into that good versus evil plot, you know.
well, yeah, but then of course, like,
It's usually the evil has wronged you in some kind of way, and that's why you dedicated your life to fighting against it, basically. So
yeah, whereas you muddy up the waters whenever you do stuff like with like Lady Tamayo, the lady in the beginning of the episode.
yeah, gotcha.
Tamayo. Lady Tamaya, I can't remember. Whenever it comes to her and like the other demons out there that are not on like under Muzan's control and are actually like seeking to become human again or are seeking to like make a difference in some way, you know, that's good. It shows that not all demons are in fact mindless monsters hell-bent on just destroying everything.
But they are kind of the outliers in this story, though.
Exactly, and that's I think what makes it most impactful is the fact that they're the outliers and they're nowhere near like the norm.
It's kind of like Alucard in Castlevania.
To an extent, yeah.
Most every like monster is evil except for him.
Yeah, where he's half vampire and he inherited his mother's kindness and gentle nature. Here's the thing: he strikes me as a character that doesn't enjoy what he does. He doesn't enjoy like killing and all that. Much like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. He's good at killing, but he doesn't enjoy it. And I think that's Alucard's thing. Alucard just, I think, wants to just live his life and enjoy life. But anywho, yeah, we've gone and rambled on enough. Nick's getting tired, and I gotta upload a bunch of stuff. So everyone, thank you all so much for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you all on the next one. So until then, I am Nate.
I am Nick.
Be good people. Take care. Peace.